Okay, how we doing out there? First things first. My name's Kevin. I'm the Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint using Ambient Light Rejection Technology Gain. We're going to do this test right now because I'm curious to see how close I actually come to this product. I'm going to check my phone, make sure I got enough power on my battery here. All right, 13%, that's not good. Let me see, I need a charger. Quick. So I'm curious how close is it to the personal mix. Now the personal mix I paid for, I don't remember when, but I did pay for the personal mix, and I told you that Pro used to give out his paint for free. At one point, he still left the video up, so I found the video. We're going to make this paint right now. We're going to put it right next to the personal mix. I'm curious how close they come together. Because like I said, we tried to order this paint multiple times. He's canceled on us multiple times. He does not want that paint coming here. So why is he so afraid of that paint coming here? We already got two of them here already. We got the UV mix and we got the personal mix. So this is the video right here. You can mute the sound so you can't hear his voice. We're going to make this exact duplicate of this. Pretty much, it's just basically black and white paint. 2 scoops of black paint into white paint. That's pretty much what it is. So I'm curious on my end that maybe he's afraid that we may put bare silver screen, or we may take other paints and it might match his product, and that's the reason why he doesn't want to send us that paint. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that one right there. And we're going to paint it on this surface. We're going to hit it with a crispy projector and put it against other samples. See how close we come to it. Now keep in mind, he can't claim sue or anything like that, because anytime you give something out for free, you can't put a copyright claim, you put anything on it, because you gave it out for free. Understand that. Anytime, so Crow Boys, you understand how things work, and when it comes to patent attorneys, anytime you put something out for free for anyone to make, you can't claim that as a patent or a copyright or none of that, period. At all, period. Once you give it out for free, which he's doing right now. So that's 2 teaspoons of black and black paint. Now keep black and white paint. Keep in mind, it doesn't make a difference what brand it is. Because it has to be a certain brand. It doesn't be a certain brand. It can all be the same thing. So we got some white paint in the next room. We're going to make the exact same thing. 2 teaspoons. Going to stir it up. We're going to paint it on this surface right here. And then we're going to stick it up against that right there. We're going to hit it with that projector over there. And we're going to take that sample sheet of that personal mix of the paint we first bought from him. And we're going to do and see how close they come together. Now, keep in mind, for those of you who want to try this with our gray technology, you do know that gray technology, when you shake it up, it changes colors. All that stuff changes color, strange patterns when being hit with the light. If you can't duplicate that, then you can't make it. Like the blue technology, that screen produces different colors on a blue surface. Can't duplicate that. There's a difference. All right, so we got a gallon of white paint. I told you that paint downstairs. A gallon of white paint. We got some black paint here. Do the exact same thing. So what we're going to do is going to fill this up, which is all stirred up nice and well. Take some of this right here. Let's put a little bit of a drip to that. Make sure I get this stirred up right good. Had this sit in my basement for a while. Now we use this for basically painting white screens, anything white surfaces we can test our black technology against when it comes to white levels and stuff like that. So that's what we use it for. That's why I buy plenty of it. So let's try it on this side. Yeah, we got a little bit of porridge right there. Some liquid around the top of it. Let me get something to soak that up. Because I don't want to pour that and everything out on top of my countertop. And wreck my countertop. I'm not going to wreck it, but you know. Got some liquid right around the top of it. Like I said, I offer him money for his product. I did offer him money. And keep in mind, this is going to be the paint that he advertises. This is what it's going to be. No more, no less. Because that would be wrong for me to make this stuff and then label it as something else that's not right. So this is what he advertised. We're going to make exactly what he advertised in his YouTube video. Nothing more, nothing less than that. That's the way it should be. Keep it honest. Now, since he did put it up there for anyone to make, so we're going to need right there. Since he put it up there for everyone to make, anyone can make this, then it makes it legal. So my hands. Now, let's go and let's get some of this black right here. I think this is, he said 2 tablespoons. So these are teaspoons right here. So I think it's 2 tablespoons that make a, no, 2 teaspoons to make a tablespoon. Hold on. Okay, so let me see. Teaspoon. So, because we have a teaspoon, I know it's somewhere around that measure. I want to make sure it's exactly and correctly right. Since we have a teaspoon, it takes 3 teaspoons to make 1 tablespoon. I want to make sure of that because we only have a teaspoon here. All right? I just want to make sure our calculations are right. I don't want to do anything wrong or dishonest. I want to make this correctly. All right? So that's right. Okay. So you can see this. I make sure that everybody can see everything. All right, I'm gonna make sure you can all see everything. Everything that I'm looking at, I want you to be to see it. Don't think I'm hiding anything from you. I had to make sure the measurement's right because I can only find a teaspoon. So a tablespoon right here is going to require 3 teaspoons. So that's what I'm gonna need to do that. So since you put 2 of them in there, that would make it 6. All right, because we only have a teaspoon. I don't have a tablespoon laying around. All right, so make sure we got enough in here, right there. Okay. For a minute, make sure we got enough, and I gotta wash my hands. I got stuff all over my hands right now. My hands are messy as can be. Make sure we got enough for this, get this done. But like I said, you know, we can't seem to get the paint from them, and you know, I saw it online somewhere. I don't know where I saw it at. Somebody sent the link to me. Said, you know, he gives out his paint for free, and I was like, yeah, right. At that particular time, and I remember seeing that video. I'm like, oh shoot, he's making stuff showing it for free. So this was right around the time he was actually making it for free and giving it to people for free. And like I said, if you're selling screen paint, I don't know why you would have that there to begin with. You know what I mean? Because anybody can come there and go, oh, okay, I can make it myself. All right, so we got this 1. Remember, this is a teaspoon, so we got to put 3 teaspoons to make a tablespoon. 2. 3. That's 1 tablespoon. 1. Paint all over the place. 2. 3. All right, there we go. Stirs it real good. Now I'm curious if it matches that. Now mind you, the outside is going to look white because that was poured in first. We're doing this in a clear container. Make sure it's stirred up correctly. All right, let's go paint this. And we're going to test this against our own paint also too. And keep this honest. All right. Now see, as I said before, when we got to review stuff, I have to go through everything, even with my own stuff. I got to paint black paint against my screen. I got to take all different forms of black material. You see how hard I am on my stuff. So I have to see exactly what can I possibly find that can come close to my screen. I have to do that because someone's going to figure out how to have something come close to my screen. So I have to make sure I basically explore everything to make sure that when I develop a technology, it's going to be hard to be able to trace its footsteps, if you know what I mean. So that's why we have a blue screen that produces color, because it baffles people like, how the freak is a blue screen producing color? That's what it's designed to do. It's designed to scramble your head so you can not figure out how it's done. So if you make it too easy, then it's easier to find out exactly how it's done. So like I said, the product he has here, there's no copyrights on it, no patents or anything. You can't put a patent on something you give away for free. That's all to it. So I know I got Crow boys that they're saying, oh, you can't do that. There's rules. No, there's no rules and regulations. Once you give something out for free, when you put it out for free, no, there's no rules on it anymore. All right? Learn, crack a book. Crow boys, crack a book. Oh, it's got to be a certain kind of roller. Cut it out. Yeah, 20 feet from here to there. Keep in mind, there are two companies that I purchased from. All two of them have gray screen paints. I'm still curious what it'd be like if I were to put all of them together to see what would happen. Now, let's get something to tape you guys down so you guys can see the show. It's a shame I gotta paint over one of my good screens here too. Now, like I said, if he had minded his own business and stayed to himself, I wouldn't have to be reviewing your stuff. I told you, when I review people's stuff, I go thoroughly through your stuff. Just like they'll go thoroughly through my stuff. If I take my stuff, gets tested down to freaking Black Diamond, one of those big companies, I guarantee you they're going to thoroughly go through my stuff. I know that. Same thing, I'm going to go through their stuff. If Yard Screen by Elite Screen is claiming that it can do such and so, then guess what? We're going outside to see how well your screen can play. I don't tippy toe when it comes to reviews. I will go through your stuff, which means I will put other paints against it, everything, but I would do it by the book and be fair. There we go. Let's see which one gives off a better white level. This is the lightest gray I've ever seen in my life, boy. This is not going to go well against the black technology. Now, what I'm not going to do is, I could, in your comment, in your video, you said, what happens if I drop 2 more teaspoons of black into this? So that lets me know from the door that you're basically, when you're making your paint, you're actually just dropping in different levels of black to see exactly what you're going to come up with. Pretty sure that's how the UV was made. Get the fan, get that dried up real nice, get that ready to go. I'm going to put put 2 coats on that. I always like to put 2 coats over everything. Well, not on my product, I don't put 2 coats, but I'm gonna put 2 coats on that. So I'm pretty sure he puts 2 coats on his product. So I wanna make sure we do everything by the book, by the thing, by the boom. Make sure we put 2 coats on that. All right. Okay, 2 coats on that. Washing my hands, but my hands are really, really dirty. And I don't want to mark anything up. Because mind, everything in my house is black or blue, and I do not want to basically mark anything with it. We're going to do, see, we're going to do 2. I got to clean up in my kitchen because, like I said, I don't want this stuff leaking all over my countertops and everything. All right, so that's the first one. We're going to put 2 coats on this, because he does 2 coats in his demonstrations. So we're going to put 2 coats in this. Brush is dirty. My brush is clean. Let's wash this out. I wash my brushes out and recycle them. Should have mixed it better too. There we go. There we go. That's better. We're gonna put 2 coats on this because make sure we get a dose on here. I want to make sure that we don't miss any spots. Even though it's a small sheet, I just want to make sure we cover all the bases. Cover all the bases. Let me get a fan in here. Let me move this up closer to there. And start the drying process. I'm going to fan over here because I'm going to reach it better here if I do it here. All right. Thing's kind of wet. I don't want to mess up my brick. So I'm going to have to take you guys off and put you over here because you're on top of my main big screen. And I'm going to have to get some brick. I'm going to put this up here because I don't want to tip my brick. My hardest get paint off brick is paint in the neck. All right, there we go. Put my fan. I can put my fan in. Good job, so nice and smooth. So I'm going back over with the roller. I'm going to make sure we get a nice smooth, nice and smooth on it. We're going as smooth as I possibly can. Sorry about that, you guys are falling around right now. Oh, come on, stay. Okay. As a matter of fact, I could stand y'all up right now. The paint job's already done. Let's bring you down some. Let's get this out of the way. So I go in the kitchen and clean up my mess because there's paint on my countertop and I don't want to damage my countertop. I'm going to grab the countertop first. said, he's free. Because I know he's going to basically try to make our product too. I don't care about that. Because anyone who's trying to make our product, you would have to do every last demonstration I've ever done under my technology. And that's a lot of demonstrations that we do on a screen in a day. So I do anywhere between, in a week's time when I'm doing on a screen, I can do 4 or 5 videos in a day on that technology, on just about everything. It would have to pass every last one of those tests. It's not as simple as him saying, well, I can do the same thing. This is a demonstration. No, you have to do every last demonstration, which means you'll have to do that 20 distance demonstration with the 800, 900. You have to do the 1500 lumen. You have to do the demonstration against high performance sample sheets. You got to take it outside, do those demonstrations right there. You got to do everything. Every demonstration we do on the screen, y'all watch us do, they got to do the exact same thing. So go ahead, knock yourself out. You're going to endure me a lot of work. I come down here when I was testing one of the projectors. I had like 10 projectors on the floor already testing out. We had a short throw. We had 2 different ultra short throws. We had a 1,000 lumen projector, 600 lumen projector. We had the 16,000 to 1 contrast projector. We had 2 Christie projectors down here on the floor. You got to test against all that stuff. And it would have to pass every last one of those tests in order for that to come close. And on top of that, then you got to figure out what is that weird combination of color we drop in there, because all our screens have a strange look to them. And then whatever you're mixing in there, you better hope it marries well, because if it doesn't, you're going to have a screen coming out looking like it's all blue or green or red. The colors are going to be off. Yeah, good luck on that one. They're trying to figure out how to make a black screen blend into your personal mix, which I did live on a snowstorm. I don't think he gets that concept right there. I did it on Facebook too. Whenever Facebook did the same demonstration live. Took your UV mix and a white sheet of paper and blended into a snowstorm on a black screen that you portrayed to be so dark you can't see it. It's funny because 2 of your Crow boys came in, started putting up the laugh emoji until I turned that screen on. And when that snowstorm came on, that white sheet of paper, and they saw that personal mix next to it, they left the room. Because since you want to be a part of reviewing our technology, we feel that we should be able to review you too. It's only fair. But when you start canceling orders, that tells us right there that you have something to hide right there. So now, I got to find out what you got to hide. Well, now since I saw that video, I can make that mix anytime I want and do a demonstration off of it. I don't have to buy from you. That's one I don't have. As a matter of fact, that's all I need right there. I don't need the Frankenstein mix from you. Now, I'm not going to, get me wrong, I'm not going to take that particular free mix that you show people how to make online. I can change that into anything I want. Quite frankly, I can. Anything that I want. I can actually redesign that and make that better than what it is and use it to beat the screen you just displayed right now. I know how to do it. It'll say the same color too. I can have a full contrast level. I know how to do that. Color coding technology. I drop it in there, I can wipe your screen out. But we're not going to do that because that would be wrong. We're not going to give it any other name. It's going to stay exactly how you posted it. You posted it as a Metallica mix. It will stay exactly how you posted it, because that would be wrong. I don't do stuff like that. I'm going to keep it fair. So let's let that dry. Which it shouldn't take, hold on, let me see how long it takes for it to dry. It shouldn't take long. To tell you the truth, I don't want to lean it up against my brick fireplace and mess my fireplace up. So I'm going to make sure that thing is dry a little bit before we put it up there. But like I said, we are going to do, as in all my demonstrations, I always dry, always display. But like I said, you know, I don't see why in the world, if you're basically going to say your product is better, you wouldn't let us buy the product. I don't get that part. You want to do reviews against us, but you don't want anybody doing reviews against you. That's not fair. It shows you have something to hide. At the end of the day, it doesn't bother me. It should be bothering you. But we'll find out. See how bad the back is. Not that much. Okay, we're good here. Sorry about that, people. I got you. My bad. Sorry about that. I forgot it was on the stand when I was in the pool of the way. My bad. Is anybody hurt? Wipe your face off a little bit there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. It happens. I remember I was watching, somebody was doing a live stream. It was out in the woods, and their camera got blown over. And when they went to put the camera back up, I kind of rolled a little bit, like I got rolled with the camera. So I thought it was kind of funny to add that in there real quick. I'm gonna make sure this is not on my brick. Yeah, because I can't get my brick damaged. Your stuff is brick clean is this? Yeah, keep my brick nice and clean. Right. I want to slide this up a little bit more. I don't want you guys to tumble over too much. There we go. Now we're going to paint some of this, if I get this to stay right there. We're going to paint some of this on a sample sheet, which I'm going to need to put against our technology. So let me get a piece of material that I can use. Now the Crow boys were complaining about how small your sample sheet was to everybody else, so this is what I got for you. That's big enough right there. That's big enough bigger than the official sample sheet that anybody will get. Let me tell you something, Crow. This ain't looking too good for you right now. From what I'm seeing right now, this is not looking too good. And I'll tell you why. I just painted that on that sample sheet. That's not looking good. I'll tell you why that's not looking good. This is our old sample sheet. See how beat up this thing is? This is our old sample sheet that we had. We bought this personal mix. We separated them, married together in here. You see that? So old and dirty that screen is. Had this for a while. Had this for about since last year. Old chip beat up screen. So you can tell it's not new. It's beat up and old. This is not looking good for you right now. I'll tell you why. That's why it's not looking good for you. Oh, that's free. Let's turn the Chrissy on. This might have been the reason why our orders were getting canceled left and right. Take no pleasure in this, my friend, but you don't learn. Look familiar? Yeah. You know, y'all figure it out from there. All of y'all can figure it out from there. That's why I tell you it pays that when you do demonstrations, you have to test yourself against different grade materials, different black materials. You have to. You have to show a difference. If you see me do that, that black silver, I can throw any screen up there. I can throw the DMP Supernova. I can throw daylight screens up there, and throw anything against that screen. That screen will blow out every last one of them. It'll pull contrast levels, colors, the screens can't even touch. That black 12 up there, I can take that 12 and I can put any gray screen. It'll blend into that gray screen with no problem. It'll pull contrast levels they can't touch. I can put black surfaces up there, which I have done. Painted my screens in half black paint, painted my screens with different forms of black alcohol surfaces and everything, and my screen will pull a high white level. Because no company can sit there and say, well, I can save myself some money and just go down and just paint the entire wall with all black paint. I would tell you why it's a big mistake to paint it with black paint. Because black paint can't pour white level. And even more, we got a blue screen over here that pulls a red, green, yellow, orange, purple. Even a white level off a blue surface. I can show you the difference in my technology and anything else. That right there is disturbing. I don't know. I'm going to tell you something really truthfully. I don't know why he didn't pull that video. I would have pulled it. You want to see what this looks like up close? Now, will this be to go against the 12? Oh, heck no. No. No, it's not going to go against the 12. Or blue. Blue will crush all this right here with no problem. But it just goes to show you that you were paying for something that pretty much you could literally, he was showing you how to make for free. That's why I didn't want his product coming here. I bet you, and I'm going to go on a limb here by saying, I bet you if you darken that paint just enough, it'll be a UV mix. Guarantee it's all take. There's no glitter or nothing in here. I didn't put any, you watch me put no glitter, nothing in it at all. I did exactly like he did it on there. Only difference is I had a teaspoon and I had to do it with 2 tablespoons. I had to go in there to make sure check it was actually what the measurements had to be. That's all I did. You know the sad thing about it is, some people are looking and they think they're seeing contrast. That's not even contrast, that's a faded image. But I'm used to seeing black screens all day. But we'll get a chance. We already did the sample sheet right there. We'll do that later on. We'll probably do it tomorrow. Because I got orders right now I got to take care of. My sales taking off pretty good. Thank you so much for that support. I really appreciate that, people. And I got to get those out the door. Keep in mind, any orders that don't make it in for Saturday, you have to wait until Friday, next Friday. So like I said, you're going to order now. If not, you can wait until next Saturday. But my table's going to be full. Automatic, I'm thinking about exactly how much work I got to do tonight. Just show you right there. That screen should be just about dry. Let's get the other one. Let's get the other surface. There we go. This right here is the mix that we bought. Oops. The fan's blowing. Let's get the fan turned off. There you go. There's your wake-up call. I paid $75 for that brand right there leaning up against that screen. $75 and 23 cents, $23 for shipping and 10 cents. Altogether, as you can see how many times we paid for it, about $104. Let you guys soak that in for a bit. Now we're going to take that sample sheet, once that's dry, we're going to put it against the black screen. And we're going to do a contrast level. All the contrast demonstrations, all that, everything. We're going to do it. And we'll see exactly that screen can pull up 100% black level. Now, if those of you know my technology know it's not going to happen. This is a wake-up call for those of you who didn't know that video was floating around on his channel showing you how to make the product. I told you, back when Crow first started, way back, he used to make it for free. That's why that video is there. It doesn't make any sense for someone to sell a product and then have a product on his website, on his page, floating around showing how to make it for free. Let's get a video. There you go. I could have showed you that a long time ago. I could have, but I didn't. Some things are not necessary. But like I said, when people do that kind of stuff, like that whole black paint thing, doing that's wrong. That's really wrong. But some of you may say, oh, but that's wrong what you're doing now. No, because this is an item that he was actually had on his page for free. And you bought something, should have been honest with you and say, hey, look, or at least remove the video, something, but you left the video up there. Anyone can go in and make the exact same thing I just made. So it's not doing anything wrong. It's like kind of like leaving your back door open and someone basically goes in and robs you, and then you want to get mad for him robbing you. You know, kind of let your back door open. You kind of let your guard down. Anybody would have purchased this product would have thought, gee whiz, and they saw the video, what if I make this stuff? How close would this come to like a personal mix or any one of the great screen paints that developed? It'll come to mind. Just like when I got people who basically, instead of buying my technology, they go out and buy like 5 gallons of black paint and paint their wall and call back and call me and say, yeah, the contrast level came up, but the white levels look horrible. How close do they come to it? I got people right now. I got a guy over in China bought like $900 worth of my product. $900. First he bought $900 worth. Then he went and bought $2 grand worth of my paint. Then he showed me pictures of him taking my product and trying to make his own black screen paint to come close to matching my paint. And I was sitting there laughing my head off. And he couldn't figure out why the white levels weren't coming up high enough. And he was asking me questions like, what if I add in gray into this? Or what if I add this into that and that and that? He was literally asking me questions on how to tell him how to steal my idea. And he couldn't figure out how to do it. Oh, it's a complicated trick, my friend, and it takes about 10 years to learn how to do it. And he couldn't figure it out. He got ticked off over it. He had a really hard time trying to do any of the he was trying to duplicate our demonstrations. He had a very hard time doing it. It just wasn't working out for him. He was very upset. But there's no way in the world I would have a video on my channel showing you how to make my product. So therefore, since we cannot go in and buy your product, which I wanted to do, give you money, buy your product, bring it over here, do a demonstration, and you fought me so hard on canceling every single order, I just remembered, so wait a minute, Crow used to make this stuff and give it away for free. So I'm going looking through his video file, and lo and behold, it's still there. So I took the video, made the paint, and it matched perfectly against the personal mix. Perfectly. With nothing in it. No crystals, no glitter, no Metallica paint, nothing. Perfectly match, which means the entire time he might have been going down to Home Depot or Lowe's and just buying gray and black paint and mixing it, doing all these fancy commercials and fancy demonstrations with the projectors and all this stuff and everything, and you guys are just eating it up. Not my customers. Can't really get mad at me. It was your video up there for everybody to see. I just happened to go in and say, I wonder what would happen if I just mixed this stuff and put it against this, and what would happen? It's kind of like your problem, your fault. Actually, it is your fault. That's what I told you. You gotta, when you test your paints out, you got to do it against other. You can't do it against your own mixes and all that stuff. That stuff don't work. Now today I would do a gray screen demonstration on that black silver. And we could throw anything we want up there. I got in my kitchen drawer against that screen. And when you shake that paint up, you see how it looks? They thought it was a chameleon paint because it was changing colors to the light. But yet when you paint it onto a surface, it comes up a flat gray and doesn't reflect any color whatsoever. But yet when you hit it with black contrast, the screen turns dark. But when you take the gray screen and you throw it against the black screen, now the black screen pulls up a high white level to blend in the gray screen. Isn't that kind of interesting? That's what makes it complicated. But this, easy to make. I can make 5 gallons of this easy for myself. I don't even have to worry about ever buying from him. I can test against this all day long now. And not pay a dime for it. Now, I could go in, but I'm not going to do this because I said it's wrong. You shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it personally. After all the dirty stuff this guy's done to me, I have a right to do so, but it's still wrong. I shouldn't do it. I could easily go in and drop probably, I would think I would need probably about, I'd say 5, maybe about 5 teaspoons or tablespoons of black to get that to the color of a UB mix. That's all I would need to do it. But I'm not going to do that because this was not meant, he didn't advertise this as UB. He advertised this as a Metallica mix. So this is where it's going to stay. It's not going to go any farther than that. Because if I do it any farther than that, then I'm in the wrong. I'm the bad guy. So I'm not doing that. He showed it off as a Metallica mix, and that's how I made it. I don't know how it's called Metallica mix because there's nothing here that makes it Metallica. I don't get it. There's no silver or no glitter. I don't know how he came up with that one. Well, it's not getting at my front door. Let's see, we got cameras picked up. Ooh, UPS. What do they do? Ah, thank you. I need those. All right, so we'll get our sample sheet here to dry. Once the sample sheet dries, we'll put this against the black and the blue. We're going to test it against the blue when it comes to contrast levels and so forth. I'm still waiting on the other 2 screen paints to get here. The company by the name of, I think it's Nox, N-O-X, I think it is. I ordered their darkest. They have a really dark version of their product, so I ordered that one right there for some testing. So like I said, he's not the only one. He wants to make it sound like he's the only one that we're grabbing paint from. No, there were other companies we actually got paint from. Goose Green, I'm actually considering buying from them too. There were other companies we did buy from. So he wasn't the only one. He was the only one that basically canceled our orders. That was basically about it. But all the rest of them, orders went through with no problem whatsoever. So this is like, for those of you who want to go down that road, like I said, this is what you want. You want to go down that road of having this kind of screen, and I'm going to show you in the next, well, we'll do this demonstration today also. I will show you why you don't want to go down this road. I'm going to show you why. You're going to watch this screen when I put it against color. You're going to watch this screen mix I just made from all free. When I put it against color, it's going to fade. It's going to wash away. I can tell you right from the door. Contrast is not going to show up on the number 1. It's not going to pull any of the colors. No blues, greens. It's going to pull white level. That it will do. It's going to definitely pull white level. But when it comes to grays and blues and greens and reds and orange and pinks and all that, no, that's not coming up at all, period. At all. You're going to watch it fade. You're going to take it outside. It's going to wash away with no problem whatsoever. And I'm telling you right from the door. It's going to happen. No matter how you think the color looks so amazing here, it's not going to look the way you think it is when I put it against a black screen. The reason why you're fooled into believing this is because you don't see our technology behind it. Let's put it this way so you can understand. Let's show you what you're actually getting. We're going to put in a star field demonstration. Do you see black or you see gray? What do you honestly see? Do you see black or gray? I know you can't comment because I had to disable the comment. Sorry about that. It had to be done. But you don't see black, you see gray. The only time you see black is if I have this in a really, really dark environment. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn all the lights out in here later on tonight. We're going to put the screen up, do the same demonstration here. We're going to take all the lights out, get it nice and dark in here, and we're going to do demonstrations. And you're going to think you're seeing contrast when you're really not. And then I'm going to take my black technology, I'm going to run it right down the side of that screen with the lights out, and you'll see the black come out right to the screen. Let me put this up right here because I need to hold on to this right here for later because I have more demonstrations to do with this. This will be going outside. Come on, Charlene. Come on, Charlene. All right, so let me get this part right here dry because I need this piece right here the most because I need to do some demonstrations off of this right here. So let's get this over here. Get my fan back on. This is to dry up. Mother Jerry, why can't you stay up and do your job? I can't go that way, I think this way. That's my fan. It has 4 feet, falls over all the time. I refuse to get it up on the line. Alright, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to paint a bigger screen than this. So I'm going to need something bigger than this to paint. I need something on a really large scale. So I'm going to have to order me a screen. So let me see. Oh no, I got the cardboard screens coming. I forgot, I'm not getting the aluminum screens anymore because they're too heavy to move up and down. So I need a cardboard screen, 4x8. I found one about that freaking thick. Cardboard screen, heavy cardboard screens. But they're expensive. They're like something like $20 for one. And it's like, if I get 10 of them, the shipping's like $100. So I got to get some of them in so we can paint them up and do some cardboard projection screens. But we need to do a half and half. Because, like I said, the frame I'm building outside with the Elite screen frame, it's going to be Velcro. So I can just Velcro the screens to the side of the frame, anytime I want to do demonstrations out there. It's the whole purpose. That doesn't look appetizing to me anymore. Let's change that to something. There you go. We'll change it over there. Y'all can watch that. Like I said, people, smoke and mirrors. They got a nerve to call me smoke and mirrors. You got a nerve to call me this, that, and the other. Yep. It's what it is. I know some of you are looking at thinking the color looks fantastic. No, it doesn't. You know we have a bronze screen coming out? Did you know that? We're building a bronze screen. Bronze. A bronze projection screen with code in it. Metallica bronze. It looks like a piece of steel. I'll let you know a little secret on something we're working on next. Has a very interesting surface that kind of moves when you move back and forth. Oh yeah, I told you we're working on some crazy stuff. Can you imagine having something like that on your wall? It might be even prettier with the projector off. That's the whole object. To make a screen that looks so gorgeous with the lights off. We don't have lights with the lights on. Ah, yeah. right. Let's get the projector in here. I gotta be real careful because, see, mind you, everything in my house is black. So I touch one of these screens, they're jacked up, which means I have to redo the screen all over again. So I have to make sure I'm not touching anything. That my hands are clean. I'm gonna bring the projector back in here, set it up. My roller in the baggie. I got you under my skin. That you're actually all of me. I got you under my skin. Not to give in. Let your life that never will rest. The life you must be holding, Want to hear something funny? So, I listen to a lot of Frank Sinatra. I love Frank Sinatra. I listen to a lot of Frank Sinatra. And over across from me, we have golf courses over there. So we have Italians sometimes that come over and they play. They're out there playing on the golf course, and they'll hear me out there playing Frank Sinatra. And they'll come up to the gate, and the guy was kind of surprised I was black. And he was like, what you know about that? So I know plenty about that. He starts laughing, tips his hat, and walks away. Cool dude. So what do you know about that? I know plenty about that. I love Frank Sinatra. That's when music was good, man. If you want to hear some really good music, listen to Frank Sinatra. Some beautiful music, man. Bobby Darin. Like all of them. Fog hat, old fashioned. David Bowie? Yes. You know anything about the Beatles? Listen to good classics, man. I don't get into this music today. Music today drives me nuts. You know, Beethoven, Mozart, Tchaikovsky. No classical music. Not to give in. Matter of fact, I went to Frank Sinatra today. I'll bake me some cookies today. Some Frank Sinatra. Not to give in. Okay. My first think of having a new Now I have the best singing voice in the world, but I do like to sing some Frank Sinatra, I'll tell you. See the color pop? Now you see it? Oh, it looked good over there. That's because you're on a screen that was all gray. That's why. There's no black technology standing behind it. That's why. Now when you see black technology being present, now you see exactly what you're missing. Yeah, they'll take a screen like that, and they'll put a high power projector, which I just did. It's a very high power projector. 4300 lumens, crispy projector. Easy. Put it in a nice dark environment. Voila, we got contrast levels, beautiful colors, the whole 9 yards. Everything. Yep. That's what you got. We're going to duplicate them same exact demonstrations today. There's the color red popping up. Let's go in and put in the OLED fish. Sorry about that. My bad. Anybody that headsets on, my bad. Sure, my stand's all the way up. It was a little short for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, here we go. Oh, what's going on with that? That's the same screen, the personal mix, that was leaning against the screen I just made. We're going to call that Free Crow. That's what the paint we're going to call it? No, we can't call it. That's disrespectful. I apologize about that one. That was disrespectful. We call it Metallica Mix. That's what it's called. That's what he named it. There we go. You apologize for that one. Like I say, even when people treat me wrong, I try to treat them right. Because I can come on here and I can say a whole lot of stuff right now. But that'll make me look like, it'll make me look just like him. And I'm not going to shoot down that level. Nope. Let's see how those contrast levels pop. I already have a commercial. Go into the video, come back to a commercial. Well, we get after for getting desperate for ad space. Now this is the one we made. We just painted over there. This is the Metallica Mix right here. Make sure it's nice and dry because I don't want this hitting my screen because my screen's jet black. So let me get some tape. This is dry already. Like I said, if you market it as kind of a budget paint, yeah, it'll sell really well. You know, because there's something for everybody. But to get up there and try to slander somebody's technology because you just want to be that person, then no. I'm doing all bright levels right now. I haven't leaned over the contrast yet. I'm not leaving on the contrast, so it's lights out for this screen. So I'm keeping it right now in the nice bright levels for the screen. There you go. Red's wash away. I told you. Color's it's going to pull white levels. The white levels are going to be amazing. But you got the red, blues, and greens. That's gone. There you go. See how beautiful the red is? And that, of course, that black technology. White level's too high. Way too high. Oh, but you're getting a brighter image. No, you're not getting a brighter image. You're getting a washed out image. It looks and appears to be good. When you see it without the technology behind it, and you're just looking at the screen itself, it looks good. But I'm just, when I told you, I'm looking at the screen, it looks horrible. But to you, some people looking at it say, oh no, it looks fantastic. No, it looks absolutely horrible. Because I'm used to looking at black screens all day. So I'm seeing a lot of color that's not there. Autumn, you're supposed to have nice deep reds and oranges and all that gold. Let's put in a firework display. All right, let's try a burning fireplace. It'll make a difference. Any of these things are gonna have contrast in them. Well, not that. That's a nice fireplace. Oh, better than the fireplace I got. You can't be gaming on these screens. Good God, why? So you won't pick up any contrast. I said before, white levels are going to be good. I said that. But you're not going to pick up any colors. All that contrast, none of that. What do you think he was calibrating the projector for? The personal mix, that's the personal mix right there. That's the Metallica mix right there. What do you think he was showing you how to calibrate the projector for? The screen wasn't picking up any color. That projector, the reason why the screen looks like that because that projector is doing majority of all the work. We're going to do a projector swap out tomorrow. We're going to get rid of this 43. We're going to go back and get a 1,000 lumen projector. See if we get any difference in it. See if we screens can basically bring down the brightness a little bit and whatever. It should be the other way around. I'm using the high-end projector. They should get something out of it, but you know. That's why when we asked for that challenge to do the Starfield demonstration, the fully lit environment, that's why it was never done, because you can't pull it off. It's impossible. If you're going to say your technology is equal to a 12, then you should be able to do that demonstration with no problem. You know, then when we tell him to do these tests, he doesn't want to do them. He wants to go into freaking snowflake syndrome. And that's what I'm calling for now on, snowflake syndrome. But like I said, if you're going to go down this road of these kind of paints, you know, this is your thing. And this is going to be, you're going to go down this kind of road. I already showed you the flaws in them already. If you're going to go down the road with these kind of paints, well, you just don't pay for it. He just showed you how to make it for free. You can make it for free. Does the exact same thing. Told you it's nothing different. Nothing different at all. And you saw me make it right there. There's no glitter, no nothing else in it. That's all it was. That's it. But I mean, if you want to try to make my technology, knock yourself out. Hey, I want to see you do every last demonstration I've ever done on any form of technology and do it all at 100% perfect. Please, I challenge you. That's how much confidence I have in my technology. I know exactly what I had to do to make it, and it was not freaking easy. If it was a hard road for me, I definitely know it's going to be a hard road for you. But I do. If you want to take that challenge, go ahead. I don't want to see no dark demonstrations. No, I want to see every demonstration we do on one of those screens, those berserk and crazy insane demonstrations. Heck, I had a demonstration I did on the screen we did for Canada. They had some kind of, they had outdoor, it was pretty cool too. I wish I could have gone to Canada for that too, but I didn't go. Yeah, I got an invite to go, but I should have went, to tell you the truth. It was out there barbecuing outside in the snow. It's the coolest thing ever, right? And they had their screens up there for watching the hockey game. These screens would freeze up, so they wanted to know if the paint would crack or peel. So to prove to them that it couldn't, I took one of those fabric screens over there, I folded it up, soaked it in water, wrapped it in duct tape, and stuck it in my deep freeze. Pulled it apart right on camera. One of them actually sold into a block of ice. I had to go down there with the hammer and beat the screen up just to get the ice to break away from it. And then when it still wouldn't do it, I'd stick it in the oven. I'd cook my own screen. Didn't crack or peel. They're afraid of failure. That's what the problem is. You have to go through failure. That's how you learn to improve your product. I've had a screen crack on me before. I've had chemicals that didn't mix well when we were making products. I had stuff happen to me. And everything go along perfectly all the time. And I said, okay, now I know how to go back and fix this and fix that, recorrect this, make this better. I've been working on black technology for 10 years. And I still haven't gotten to the point where I felt that it's at its perfect point yet. I'm still always designing and evolving to make something better than what it is. Now, it's the same demonstration we just did over there. Now you're seeing it over here. Well, that's amazing. That didn't fall off. Usually they fall right off. Hold on. I'm going to put that back up there to be fair. Try to keep things. Okay. Don't finish watching that. do this one right here. I'm gonna hit this one right like that, do I? Yeah. And to protect, this is a black screen maintaining a white level. Let me go clean up my area real quick. Ugh. I have more demonstration to do of this screen, because now I'm going to coat half. I'm going to turn this into a splatter screen. I'll throw my technology all over it. I'm going to turn it into a splatter screen. Let me put this someplace where we can get this to dry it downstairs so it doesn't hit any of my white screen computer. Turn this into a splatter screen. All right, let's put this one back up. I know it's dry because it didn't mark my screen, so that's good. Here we go. Now, the video, like I said, he showed where the woman's face was real dark. You couldn't make it out. Our screen should be showing it the same way, but it's not. Now keep in mind how light these screens are to our technology. As he portrayed, he said, my screens produce an image so dark in that demonstration, and that woman's face was so dark you couldn't make out anything. And you can see it crystal clear with no problem. Now watch me switch over to something involving contrast. Like I said, the technology, it's not, and I've said this before, it's not going to produce a white level as high as a white screen or gray screen. But it's nothing that's going to disrupt your picture quality. Where the screen is going to be so dark and so dirty, you can't see your screen. Now, let's show you something that it's going to have a hard time doing. We'll start picking over to the contrast demonstrations. Just have to be in the dark all the time, that's all. If you want to use contrast on the screen, just gonna have to be in the dark. And what we'll do is we'll do a demonstration. I said we'll do it completely dark in here, and I'll show you even with the lights out, you're still going to be sitting, looking at a gray screen. Let's check out the northern lights. I would like to see that before I pass off the earth. I told you reds are not coming up. As you do a lot of Call of Duty, you know Call of Duty has a lot of dark night scenes. You can forget about that. They were doing that in the dark. That's definitely going to happen. I'll let you drink this in. What are you talking about? I'll let you drink this in. I couldn't stand the guy on Jurassic Park. So when I played in the movie called The Fly, if you ever saw that guy, he said, I'll let you drink this in. Every time he thought of a theory, he would give it to him like, I'll let you drink this in. I'll let you drink this in. Now, next demonstration tomorrow, we're going to take the blue screen and we're going to see if the high-end screens we got here, what these screens right here, can pick, which one can pick the better color. Has blue, reds, greens, whites, all that, so we can pick the better color, contrast, all that, versus the blue technology. That should be real interesting. Reacts the same way. They're gonna notice the personal mix and the Metallica mix react the same way. I told you, if I put it against that black screen, they react the same way. You want the best performance for your projector? Then our technology is the best. And the most affordable. Consider the fact that we're actually going against $4,000 and $5,000 projection screens. But if he feels free, I mean, if he wants to, feel that I did him wrong in any way, which I didn't do. I made a product that he showed on his site how to make for free. I put it against a mix that I actually purchased from him. They both matched. Took both of them, put it against our technology, and our technology did this to it. And if you feel that you have something that's better, let me know. I'll buy it from you and I'll bring it over here. And we'll do the real deal demonstration. No mixing with no paint. You're not tamper with it in any way whatsoever. Painted it onto a surface. Showed just like it was. No special lights on my side or on your side or whatever. Everything was equal to everything. Now you watch when he sat there and said in an email, he said, my Cinema Black is better than your 12. Well, I tried to buy your Cinema Black and you canceled my order. But if you want, I'll make an order tonight, right now. I'll make an order right now, and I guarantee you'll cancel by tomorrow. But then again, what's the point of buying it when I can just make it? I can just make the Metallica. Only thing I need is just a Metallica mix that you actually offer for free. That's all I need. I don't want nothing else from you. I already have what I need. This is all I need right here. The fact that I have one that matches your screen that you're actually selling, that's all I need. I don't need anything else from you. I'm good. I got your dark UV mix over there. That's all I need. And I got your personal mix. And now I got this, what you offer for free. That's all I need. I'll make more of this tonight. I'll make another gallon for myself tonight. I don't tell you some people, I don't take no joy in this at all. I don't. Some people just got to be taught a lesson. Take no joy in this at all, period. I'd rather be doing something else with my time, like building something or designing something or making something or working on my new TV or working on my stuff. I don't want to be doing this crap right here. I really don't. I just wish he'd just mind his own freaking business, leave me the freak alone so I can basically work at peace with my work. But when you bring me out like this and I got to do this kind of stuff to you, I don't like being this kind of person. Just want to be left the freak alone, work on my work, and just mind your own freaking business. I'm telling you that for the longest time, to mind your freaking business. And this is the kind of stuff I got to do to you. Take no pleasure in this. You just don't learn. I could be occupying my time doing something else right now. Kind of like if you bought a brand new car and every day you went out there to your car, you had another key scratched on the side of your car. Yeah, I've seen some of you people flip or somebody scratches your car or leans against your vehicle. Some of you people are really, really, really attached to your vehicles. I mean, seriously attached to your vehicles. And you go out there and you buy a brand new car, been waiting to save it for this car, and you park in your driveway because the next day you want to get up to work and you want to drive to work, you want all your coworkers to see your car, and you wake up the next day and you got a huge scratch down the side of your car. But I guarantee you, when you find out who did it, you're not going to sit there and go, no, I'm just going to let it go. No, some of you probably go a little farther than that. You might kick down the person's door and go drag them out of their house. I've seen people snap over parking spaces. We all seen that. You shove out your parking space, but all they showing it out. You come back and work and somebody's parked in it. Yep. All right then. It had to be done. Hyperspeed. 10 hours of hyperspeed. I be on freaking PS4 doing some online gaming. Oh yeah, like Ken, yo, what the heck are you doing back there? Like, oh, I got demonstration stuck in my head. I'm gonna use the new stuck in your head. Let's do some lizards. Bait. Bait. What is this bait? What's bait? I got this idea for this. I got this projector coming in. The other one, I got my money back from it. The big one, I got my money back for that one. So I went out and I bought myself another one of the NEC projectors over here. And then I was doing some looking around, trying to see whether the specifications. Actually, that one was better than the one I have over here. So I got that one, and then I was on a couple of forum sites, and somebody said you can use them for like tabletop projectors, interactive tabletop projectors. They have a special stand that you can connect it to, connects onto your table. And I was like, what? So I went over to Amazon. I went looking around, and I found one for like $103. So I bought that one. So now I can connect it to the table. Once I connect it to the table, I can project images right onto the table. So I'm going to take the scanner and connect that to the projector so I can do a virtual dining room table. That's gonna be freaking cool to play around with. And some other stuff. But keep in mind, I need to surface. So I was thinking about basically using like a huge piece of plexiglass, but then I gotta pick that up and I gotta store and I gotta take it from A to B and drag it around the house. I'm gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually get some of that backdrop that they use for photography work, and I'm gonna take that outside and I'm gonna coat that with the invisible blue, and now I got a portable screen I can just drape over top the table and just do my demonstrations off of it. Ha-ha! Yep. Yeah. So we're going to start working on cardboard projection screens, because people have been asking about that, about building a screen out of cardboard. Of course, I did it with this one over here, but like I said, it's kind of big and bulky. It was made like to be a TV kind of setup, but I want to do something that's something that you could Velcro to the wall and take off the wall, you know, so you can move about the house, something that's lightweight. So I've been on Uline checking out cardboard pallets. They use them for basically for, you've seen if you work at a warehouse, you've seen they put them between the containers and drums and stuff like that. But they make this stuff pretty thick. So they make this stuff like about that thick to around that thick. If I can get something about that size, and keep in mind, some of them basically you just can't snap them in half. You literally have to take a saw to them. That's the ones I want. Because if I get that here and I can coat that, and if the surface doesn't rip or anything, or if I can paint it with some kind of polywood thing or something, I'll figure a way around it. But I am going to do a cardboard screen. After seeing that one right there, and then it'll be cheap because there's something like 4 by 8. No. Yeah. Is it 4 by 8? Yeah, 4 by 8 is around $20 for that. 4 by 8 is around $20. So that comes out perfect for anybody who basically wants to build a screen and they can't basically paint on their walls or stuff like that. I talked to a few customers that live in very restrict environments, and they can't exactly paint on their wall or drill holes in their walls and stuff like that. And this stuff is really lightweight, so you take some of that double-sided tape that they have that won't peel off your paint, and you can put it right up on your wall and be done with it, you know? So I'm gonna test it out first, spend a little money, test it out first, and see how it goes. Get a couple of sheets over here and see how it goes, find out which ones actually work the best. And then when I figure out which ones work the best, then we could I can start showing you where to get it from, where to buy it, and how to make it. So that's what the other channel is going to be for. Then I'm going to coat one, see if I can coat one with a sealer, and see if I can make weatherproof cardboard. Might as well, so we can get away with. Okay, how interesting that is. Now you can look at that, you can see how much is missing. But if we were to take that screen, when we just painted, oh, by the way, now you see. Looked pretty good when you didn't see my screen behind the back of it. Bing. Let's leave some of this over to the white wall. So, dude, you can't tell the difference between that and a white wall. Honestly, you can't. Couldn't tell the difference. It might be better just painting your wall with white paper. You know, whatchamacallit? Can't see the white piece of paper. You can't see the screen, right? It's right against the white wall right now. No difference in that than a white piece of paper or white wall. You get a little bit of contrast, just a little bit, but not a lot. Get our ice paint over there. We've got plenty of paint. Plenty of paint. worried about the floor. So that with a disc sponge. I wouldn't advise you painting your screen with a disc sponge. I got paint right over this. Got plenty of paint. Not worried about it. It just shows you on a wet screen, just smearing across it with a sponge, how the white levels, look how deep the blues are, to compare how faded and washed out it is around that screen. We're going to keep this like this. This is going to be the splatter screen. Then I'll paint back over again. So let me see. Where would I want to run some paint at real quick? Let me see. So you can get an idea what we want to bring to life on this screen. What about that section right there? Let's bring that to life. Mind you, so wet. When it dries, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. There you go. That's wet. That's soaking wet. And as that screen starts to dry, it gets brighter and brighter. See how much you're missing? All your details are gone. Oh well, with that being said, once that dries, I'm just going to roll right back over top again. I have plenty of paint. I don't have to buy anything. We're done. Looking at my floor a little bit. Get ready for my orders. Oh, there you go. All right, with that being said, I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Tomorrow I'm going to paint over that again, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually put it against the blue next. So let's see how this compares to the blue when it comes to color and so forth, the white levels, black levels, the whole 9 yards. We'll do that, then we'll go against the gold screen, the platinum, every last screen I have in my category. That stuff's going to go against it. All right, with that being said, thank you all for your time, and God bless.